The film begins with Anna telling Dr. Dandor about one of her patients, while he's interested in another patient who arrived at their hospital with a bite and is in the ICU. Dr. Dandor asks for this patient's tests. Then Anna tells the receptionist to let Dr. Dandor know she's leaving since her shift ended an hour ago. Anna drives home, where Vivian surprises her by showing how she can skate backwards. Anna congratulates her for learning something new and parks the car at her house. Her boyfriend, Luis, is already home, taking off his shoes. She lies in bed with him. They exchange declarations of love, and Anna tells him she'll have a long weekend at the end of the month so they can spend more time together. They fall asleep, and after 6, Louis hears strange noises coming from the other side of the room. He gets up from bed and sees Vivian standing in front of him, wearing her pajamas. Suddenly, Louis sees her face in the light, and the area around her mouth is slightly injured. He runs to her to ask what happened, but she grabs him forcefully and bites his neck. At this moment, Anna wakes up and calls emergency services, but the line is busy. Meanwhile, Luis's body remains still for a brief second, and then he stands up. When Anna calls him, he runs toward her to bite her. Seeing this, Anna runs inside and locks herself in the bathroom before jumping through the window. She calls Luis's name to see if he's okay now, but he breaks down the bathroom door, so Anna quickly jumps through the window and opens the car door. She wants to join her neighbor, who tells her to stay away. Suddenly, a van runs him over and he dies instantly. Seeing this, Anna quickly gets in the car and leaves, while Luis runs after the car. The radio announces an emergency in the area and asks everyone to stay inside. Anna stops for a moment while a man tries to pull her from the car. She accelerates and the man is left behind, but the vehicle hits a pole and she passes out. Hey! The movie I'm going to summarize is called Dawn of the Dead, known as the best zombie movie made to date. These aren't those wimpy zombies that just walk. Here they run, jump, and have superhuman strength. The first time I watched it, I was a child, and I confess this movie is one of the best about zombie apocalypse, if not the best. That's why I invite you to subscribe to the channel and follow me in this summary. After regaining consciousness, she sees a man in a police uniform pointing a gun at her. His name is Kenneth, and she begins to follow him after he confirms she's not a zombie. After a few steps, they find Michael with Luda and her husband Andre. They decide to go to a nearby mall and stop Kenneth from entering another city where there's a military base, because there are more zombies there. They arrive at the mall and open the door with a shot when they can't force it open. At the same time, Andre shoots at the zombies to keep them away, but one tries to enter through the open door, but they quickly close it. Inside the mall, they carefully turn on the lights, check the storage area, and then enter the mall's central area. The storage door opens to a sanitary products store, and seeing it's locked, Michael breaks the display window. They enter the lobby and walk silently to clear the area of zombies. They want to ensure that a great place to live is zombie-free, but after walking a bit, some of them sit near the fountain while Anna starts washing blood stains from her hands. Michael and Andre choose separate areas to check if the doors are locked. Andre is about to return after checking a door when a zombie with an injured face starts throwing itself against the window to open it. On the other hand, Michael picks up a piece from a store and checks the door. Upon returning from this room, he hears a banging noise in a small space. He enters the room when no one inside responds to him. As soon as Michael opens the door, a zombie devouring another dead person's flesh runs after him. He hits the zombie's head as it falls on the body. Suddenly, he drives the sharp end of the piece into the zombie's head, killing it. At the same time, a zombie attacks Kenneth and is about to bite him when Anna grabs the gun and shoots the zombie's arm. Everyone takes the elevator to reach the upper floor, where they can live safely. But when the elevator door opens, 3 security guards block their way and tell them to go back where they came from. CJ is their leader, and when Anna pleads that they have nowhere to go and Luda is pregnant, CJ allows them to enter if they surrender their weapons. Anna does this immediately, and Kenneth reluctantly surrenders his weapon too. CJ barely lets Luda go to the bathroom, and Terry goes with her. Meanwhile, he orders everyone to sit to the side. The TV news shows that these zombies can only die when you shoot a bullet in their head or burn them. While Anna wants to stitch Kenneth's wound, CJ gives the keys to a boy and sends Anna with him. While in the bathroom, Andre notices that Luda's wrist was slightly bitten in the fight, but they don't tell anyone. Anna cries after getting the first aid kit and quickly gets up when the boy asks why she's taking so long. In contrast, Michael and Kenneth ask CJ to collaborate with the group and develop a plan to rescue everyone trapped there. He accepts and uses the excuse that they need help with the paint. While the zombie on the ground floor continues screaming and thrashing in the water, CJ shoots it in the head according to the news instructions, and this kills it for good. Meanwhile, Anna, Kenneth, and Michael write SOS with paint on the roof, while others throw the corpses from the roof to the street. To their surprise, the dead bodies don't attract the zombies' attention. They see a man standing on the roof of the building across from them, waving to the plane with a sign in his hand that reads SOS on the roof. Several helicopters pass by, but none stop to rescue and evacuate. When night falls, CJ locks Anna, Kenneth, Michael, Andre, and Luda in a room and tells them not to touch anything. Seeing emergencies everywhere, they conclude that no one will come to help them. This frightens Luda, as she's about to give birth soon and will need medical care. He argues with Michael for scaring his wife. While TV reporters announce they won't broadcast news anymore, a priest starts telling us how many people were sent from hell because they committed serious crimes. Now the dead will walk on Earth instead of hell. Bart wakes up hearing strange music. It's the building alarm programmed to play at 8 o'clock. They send Terry to turn it off, but Anna stops him because she wants to use the bathroom. He opens the door after hesitating a bit and lets her out. While Andre needs a chance to be a good father, he shares this with Kenneth while washing their faces. Kenneth doesn't care about what Andre wants to do, as he just wants to get to the pastor's fort to find his brother. Terry, waiting for Anna outside the bathroom, watches her change clothes, while the other screen shows a truck wanting to enter the mall. When the truck arrives, everyone goes to CJ to have him open the door, but he refuses. So Michael takes his gun and threatens him, while Terry and Kenneth lock him in a room. They run to help the people in the truck who are being attacked by zombies. Some stay on top of the building and others on the ground. With great difficulty, they manage to bring the people from the van safely inside the mall. Steve, who just arrived with them, tells Kenneth there's no point in going to the pastor's fort, as his brother must be dead. They came from there, and there's no one alive. Kenneth doesn't accept this and leaves with his backpack. The man who is in the other building makes a joke, saying he's going to hitch a ride on the sign. A lady is hurt because of a bite and needs medical care, so Anna stays with her. Suddenly, she dies, and Anna checks her pulse and confirms. But soon she rises again, transformed into a zombie. Anna doesn't have a gun, so she takes an iron bar and stabs the lady after she turns into a zombie. They gather at a table and conclude that a person dies after being bitten and comes back as a zombie. Anyone who gets bitten will turn into a zombie. Upon learning this, Michael wants to kill Nicole's father, who has a bite on his hand. Michael goes to Nicole and says he'll turn into a zombie and that he's a risk to everyone, but Anna arrives and prevents him from killing him. Nicole lost all her family, and he's the only one who survived, so they decide to isolate him in a room. Nicole's father is changing in appearance and his body is cold. They hug because he knows his time is running out. Shortly after Nicole leaves the room, her father dies, and after a while, he rises as a zombie. Kenneth, who is on watch, shoots him immediately while Nicole cries elsewhere. Terry sees this through the security cameras, and Anna tells Michael they did the right thing in not killing Nicole's father before he turned into a zombie. Kenneth starts playing chess on the roof with the man from the other building to distract himself by writing on the board. Everyone occupies themselves with something. Another day, men play at shooting zombies with the man from the other side on the roof. Anna doesn't like this game, while CJ and Bart are still locked up. At dinner time, they sit and remember happy moments when the power goes out. Andre hasn't let anyone see Luda these days, as she's about to turn into a zombie. He tied her arms and legs. At the same time, Michael opens CJ's door and takes him to turn the power back on. They open the garage and see a dog instead of finding the switch. When they spot a zombie, they run for shelter. Bart is the last to enter and is caught by zombies. Michael and Kenneth lock the garage door and escape. The zombies continue attacking the door, so CJ throws a gas cylinder and explodes it. At this moment, Luda dies and transforms into a zombie. Andre wants his child, and seeing her in agony, he gags her with a belt and ties her up. Norma goes out to smoke and hears strange noises. She sees a baby in Andre's hands and a lot of blood spread around. She shoots Nicole, who turned into a zombie. Andre, who holds the baby, kills Norma immediately. Norma shoots Andre upon hearing the gunshot. Everyone goes to the room upon hearing the shot and finds Luda, Norma, and Andre dead. The baby is also a zombie, so they take care of it along with the bodies. Kenneth encourages everyone not to give up. They should look for another safe place to stay. Anna agrees, and Michael proposes that they use the vans and make adaptations to travel far. Steve mocks them, saying they can take his boat when they reach the coast. Everyone likes the idea and starts gathering necessary items and making alterations to prepare 2 vans. Steve hides the boat key and tells Anna he doesn't trust anyone. Kenneth tells the man on the roof they'll leave in 5 days, but he shows the sign saying he's very hungry. So they decide to send the dog to the building with food. The zombies in the street ignore the dog, and it enters the building without problems. But, unfortunately for them, the zombies also follow the dog into the building. They shout to the man on the roof to warn him that the zombies have entered. They bite him, and soon after he becomes a zombie and walks aimlessly on the roof. The dog is still there, and Nicole takes the truck and goes to the building without telling anyone. She gets surrounded by zombies inside the building. Over the radio, Michael guides her to lock herself in a room using the sewer pipe. They exit through the central hole, shooting at zombies, and enter the building to look for her. They kill the man on the roof and rescue Nicole. Upon leaving, they take the gas cylinder to throw at the zombies and explode them. At the same time, they run inside to protect themselves from the zombies. They enter the sewer and run to the mall, while several zombies enter with them. They quickly take the elevator and get in the truck to escape among the zombies. They throw a cylinder over them and light it. A zombie gets stuck in Kenneth's van, and they accidentally throw him out in the confusion. Kenneth's van flips and some die and others are injured, but Steve abandons them with the boat keys in his pocket. Suddenly, a zombie attacks him and bites his neck. Seeing that he turned into a zombie, they quickly run toward the other van. At this moment, Anna runs toward Steve to get the boat key. Many zombies follow her, but she manages to get the truck, and they drive it to the boat. After arriving there, CJ protects everyone while they get on the boat, so he can't get on the boat and many zombies attack him. He takes a bomb, lights up the van, and dies along with many zombies. Those who survived immediately board the boat, but Michael refuses to join them because he was bitten on the wrist. He stays behind and says goodbye to Anna, who cries seeing him. Hey, so that's it. Comment on what theme you want to see here on the channel, and don't forget to activate the bell to be notified of new recaps. So until the next recap,